Race number 4 of the LMP2 AI season comes from Spa-Francorchamps. As with the previous race, we have made some tweaks to the season to try and make it a little bit more challenging, or just where I feel like things needed tightening up. First change is we have altered the AI levels. Originally, we were running 10 to 30% difficulty. We have now shifted that to 15 to 40% difficulty. So hopefully we should see a little bit more of a challenge. We've made a change to the penalty system to try and encourage me to drive it a little bit cleaner. After 15 incident points, we will get our first drive-through penalty, and then another one after every 10 instant points we pick up. Final change is specific to this round, and we have made it a night race because I just fancied racing in the dark, something I've not done in complete darkness, so it will just add that little bit of extra challenge to this round. Anyway, on to the race, and we have qualified reasonably well, although we are massively off the pace of the front runners, so who knows, maybe we'll catch a bit of luck if we can get our head down, make our way early past the pack. Then who knows, we might be able to stick with the leaders. But long way to go, 45-minute race as always. And without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, here we are for race number 4 in the LMP2 AI season. Race number 4 comes from Spa.
Follow Merchant in the right column.
And as you can see, it's a night race.
You need to close the gap to the guy ahead. Safety car speed is 90 kilometers per hour.
Just sort my microphone out. It's not in the right position. Hope that's better. All right, so yeah, we've made the changes obviously to the AI levels. We've added the instant points as well. So we need to race cleaner, but I honestly don't think I'm on pace here with the new AI. Steve was about 1.7 seconds quicker than me in qualifying, maybe a little bit more. But did get a little bit impeded on my flash flying lap, where I set my fastest one. But I don't think there's 1.7 seconds in it, so here we go, round the corner.
Green, green, green.
And away we go. 45 minutes of racing in the dark here at Spa.
Left side, clear left.
Gonna let Mark go there.
Left side. Clear left.
Not really sure where they were going to start braking. No grip on these cold tyres either at the minute.
All right, Nick. The next car is Mark. Car number 01.
Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Decent start. We can build something from here.
All right. Made the move stick around the
Right
outside.
side. Clear right.
Oh, Mark got me back. A little bit pinched on the inside against Evan.
On your right. Clear right.
Mark's not leaving any space.
All right, Nick. Come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits. Apexes and exits.
On your right. Hold your
Up
line.
there with the
Clear
dive
right.
bomb.
14th.
I was trying to open up the turn a little bit. Doug saw an opportunity to go for it, but
Don't be pressured. Keep your exit speeds up.
held the position.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh, where you
left
going,
side.
Evan? Careful,
Clear
mate.
left. Car left. Clear left.
Good move, mate. The driver in front of us is Merchant, car number 25.
Alright. Guys behind are running a little bit slow. So it's our opportunity to kind of try and break away with this pack here. Got a bit of space behind. On this dash that tells me like laps fuel per. Oh, it's on 7.5 laps of fuel left.
Right side.
That means he's already coming into the box.
Hold your line.
And if he's got damage,
Hold your line. Clear right.
P10. Well done, Nick. Great move. Keep it up.
all right, we're into the top 10.
Car
Next
ahead
up
is
is
Alex, car
Alex
number
Gillen.
27.
For now, Steve and Austin are managing to keep Damo in third place. Do with whoever's in fourth to come through and sort of get involved there a little bit. Really don't want Damien picking up a lot of points here.
The car in front is Suzuki, car number 12.
Right, Daniel's coming back at me here. Little
The gap to
Bit of
the
a
11 behind is now
gently on the throttle there.
0.6.
Didn't have the grip on the outside to really. Haven't got the grip there either. Asking for turn and the car says no.
The gap to Suzuki ahead is now 0.38.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
Really, Dan didn't get the spotter call there.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Nice one, mate.
All right, P9.
P9.
Barlow in Alex's draft here.
On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
Well done, Nick. Nice move, mate. The guy in front is Knight, car number 11.
Right side. Clear right.
Alex tried to come back at me there at the hairpin. But we stay ahead for now. Got a bit of debris on the inside of the track there. We're catching the guys in front, but Alex is sticking with me.
He's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up, stay smooth. He's faster than you, entering bus stop. Eighth place.
Alright, we're back on the back here of Gareth and Aaron.
You're reeling, E7. In, the gap's now 0.22.
Back out the throttle though.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Well done, good.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
What a move.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Rogers, car number 26.
Right, next up is Chris. 2.5 seconds. And now only 6.5 seconds behind Damien.
Okay, Nick, you've used half your fuel.
Been a lot more settled in the car today. Driving a lot better than we have been as well.
The gap behind is now 1.6. You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. 6th place. You're reeling. Rogers in. The gap is now 2.1. They're pretty slow into La Source.
Been pretty quick enough up Eau Rouge and Radion though. Went for the turn in there and then got better of it. Wasn't going to hit the apex, so kind of backed out of it and went again a second time. Not ideal. Very quick through that section of the track. Yeah, lost a whole heap of time there to Chris on that lap. Very scruffy lap indeed. Gareth has also reeled me back in a little bit.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. The gap behind is now 2.8 seconds.
We've got to box this lap or the next, I think.
The gap ahead is now 2.9 seconds.
Driving in the dark brings a whole like different element to racing. You've got a visibility of like the apexes and the corners aren't as good as they are in the daytime, so you really have to kind of give it that extra bit of concentration. I think we're doing pretty well for our first like proper fully dark race. We raced a bit in the changing conditions in the Petit Le Mans. But didn't want to pit because Theo was on for a fast lap there. Alright, we're going to box the end of this lap.
Only 2 laps of fuel left. Your last lap time was at 2:11.16.
Lots of people in the box. Looks like Damo's got past Austin. Up into P2. Yeah, we're going to box this lap, and it's real pain in the box here. Such a long we're running the endurance layout of the endurance pits, and the pit lane is just absolutely humongous.
Okay, Nick, the next car is Davey, car number 17.
A bit of distance over between themselves and Gareth.
The gap to
struggling by the looks of
ahead
it.
is now 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just turning in too early to these corners a lot of the time. Leaders are pitting. Chris is pitting. Is John going to pit? John's not saying he's pitted. John's staying out. Okay. Now let's see if we can get an undercut here on John.
The leader, Steve, is pitting.
Oh no, John is pitting.
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour.
Alright, good first stint. Up to P6.
We'll need to stop again. Nelson, behind, is pitting. You've only got enough fuel for this lap.
That's why we're in the box, Jim.
Okay, Nick, pit this lap, in this lap. It takes it is clear. Don't cross the line. We think we'll need to stop again.
We're not going to need much fuel though on the second stint here.
Box in,
On
5,
the second,
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
yeah, we're not going to need much fuel on the second stop, I don't think. 18 minutes
Left
in
front,
now.
89%. Left rear, 96.
Temps are looking fine. It's going to help because it's night time, a little bit of cooler conditions. Waiting on the fuel.
Limiter's still on. Disengage it. Pit exit's clear. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. There's an incident in Eau Rouge. It looks like Nelson.
Gareth's actually gained like 3 seconds on me in that stop.
We think the pit window for refuelling will open on lap 15 and it will close on lap 16.
Feels like I have taken new tyres. The temperature's been absolutely sucked out my tyres here, even though I cleared my tyres. Didn't ask for them. Looks like we've been given though. Snap there from the tyres as we ask for a bit of grip. The tyre said it's not warm enough yet. Come back in a minute. So looking at the stop, we've lost probably about 4 seconds to Damien in P3.
In front is now 4.6.
This stint should just be about consolidating and just trying to claw a bit of time back to the leaders. First up is John, who is 3 seconds down the road. Tidy up that turn 1 though. Turn 1's not great. Austin and Damo are locked in a battle again for P2. Oh, I tried to take a little bit too much track there to for a better exit. Almost caught me out.
The gap to Davey in front is now 3.5.
Picked up a first off track.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Nick.
Starting to get to that phase now where I know I've got the gap behind and I've got to try and make way forwards, but I'm just starting to push a little bit too much. And this is where the mistakes tend to creep in. So just try and focus. We're about half distance here. was a pretty seismic mistake, wasn't it? Jeez.
P6.
Clearly I don't want to catch John. I just want to throw it all away. Looking at the relatives, it looks like Damo's 3.5 seconds behind Steve in the lead. Austin is going slowly now. He's battling Chris. They're 1.6 behind Damo.
The gap to P5 ahead is now 4.0 seconds.
That's better. Alright, we're starting to reel John in again now. Oh, that's an off track. Wasn't concentrating.
We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. That's 20 minutes to go.
There's nearly another off track as well. Just need to be on the power a little bit earlier there. Really open up that exit. Get a good drive.
Okay, Nick, you're reeling. Davey, in. The gap is 1.7 seconds.
We've arrived at the scene of Mr. Davey. A few of the guys making their second stops now. See if we can have a good battle with AI John like we do human John. We're now only 6 seconds off the podium. But Steve out front is really pulling away.
Your lap time was at 2:11.11.
Oh, John's parked on the apex. Sorry, John.
On your right. Clear right.
Let him have the position back. Give him a little flash, say sorry.
There's an incident in Eau Rouge. You think it might be Janssen?
think Jim gets a bit confused with the endurance pits
Okay,
here.
Nick, this bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Good pass.
Alright, now we've got to work to pull away from John. That's not pulling away. We're now lost a few seconds back to Damien again. We're now 10 seconds behind Damo after that little exchange and that. Going to John at the back of John at the source there.
You've got half your fuel left. Alright, Nick. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes. He's quicker than you into Bruxelles.
16 minutes left to run. Probably about another 8 laps or so.
This is good. Keep banging out them lap times. P5. We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining.
Better. A little bit too much there though. Just caught a little bit of the gravel on exit. Anyway, head down now. Managing to pull a bit of a distance now to John. And next up is Austin.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
I don't know if Austin's struggling with some sort of damage. Yeah, he
Car ahead
was.
is stops. Car number 10.
He was obviously running P2 and fighting Damo for a while. And a great corner there. Invited John back to us a little bit. All the time though, Damien is pulling further and further ahead. I think our aim here is for Chris. If we get on the podium, that would be good.
The gap behind is now 1.6.
Couple of scruffy laps though. Down in the 13s is what's costing us pace to the guys in front, although they're doing 13s as well, so.
There's a car leading the pit lane. Three laps of fuel remaining. That lap was a 2:12.64. Okay, Nick, pit window is open.
Alright, we could go for an undercut. Got 2 laps, so we either need to pit this lap or the next one, I believe. Might have 3 laps to play with, actually.
gap to E6 behind is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
John's staying with me though. Not really breaking away from him as much as I would like to done. Right, leaders are boxing. I'm going to do the opposite to Austin here. If Austin boxes, we go for another lap. He's boxing, right, we're going for another one.
The leader, Steve, is pitting. Okay, Nick, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P3, 2 laps of fuel remaining.
I've got some traffic in front. I don't think we'll catch them. Need a really good lap here.
Car in front of us is 1 lap behind.
Hope Sonny Hayes is.
Eau Rouge. Looks like it's Steve. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to
Sonny
go.
Hayes is going to drive that F1 car in that film a little bit better than he's driving this LMP2. For those who didn't see the reference or know the reference, it's Sonny Hayes is the character that Brad Pitt plays in the up-and-coming F1 film next year. Alright, we've got 39 seconds, I think, back to Steve. And we shouldn't need to take too much in the way of fuel here.
Alright, Nick.
Oh,
There's a
dear.
car exiting the pits. Heads up. We'll fuel you to the end of the race.
It's not ideal. Steering
This is the last lap of fuel.
might be a little bit bent.
Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Hopefully that's just optional repairs.
Box in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Yeah, optionals, so we'll only take the optionals.
Front right, 85%. Left rear, 96.
Right. We'll be dealing with a slightly bent steering for the remainder of this race.
The pit exit is clear. Push now. Your tyre temps are all good. The car in front of us is now cross. Car number 301.
And we have made the undercut work. We're only 6 seconds behind Damo now. 7.8 off the lead. But we're going to have to work pretty hard for this one. Because Chris is looking very quick behind.
They're faster than us in two.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Yeah, don't panic. We'll get him back.
Right side. Clear right.
Well, our podium lasted all of a few corners. A little bit wary because
The gap to P4 ahead is increasing.
I didn't know how warm the tyres were.
P5. Okay, Nick. The next car is Dobbs. Car number 10.
I think I've maybe lost a bit of aero on the front as well. There you go. Once we get a little bit more settled with the car, we'll see if we can come back at these guys.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Stay focused. We're still in this.
Obviously, it's not ideal because of the amount of time that's left. That's where it's hurting me, through the left-handers. I don't think I'm going to have an answer now for these guys.
We just had a warning for cutting the track. Davey is getting closer. The gap's come down to 1.0 seconds. They're quicker than us entering La Source.
Yeah. That's obviously the issue now, is we're hemorrhaging time and John's catching us.
Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
On your right. Clear
Fair play
right.
to
Right
John.
side. Clear right.
Come on, stick with the bastard.
Locked up.
The guy ahead is Davey, car number 17, 6th place.
On your left. Clear left.
Sorry, John.
There's an incident in La Source. We think it might be Davey.
Not really happy about the way I took that position, if I'm honest. He's going to have the draft here down the Kemmel Straight. Is he close enough? I'm just locking up under braking. I think I must have some sort of damage that's affecting the... Oh, I'm just overdriving the car now. Which could also be an explanation. So far though, Steve is holding off Damo, 1.2 seconds, the gap out front.
minutes left, 2 minutes.
John's right there.
Okay, Nick, the next car is Dobbs, car number 10.
Didn't want to take the draft though.
Car left.
Oh, blocked
Clear
up
left.
again. Oh, I'm going to concede that place to John because
There's an incident in. Bus stop. It looks like Davy.
Car right.
yeah, just locked
Clear
up.
right.
It wasn't John's fault.
Last lap.
Yeah, I just can't help locking up now. Just always like something, isn't there? Like we went for the overcut, and as we came out the pits, it seemingly worked, but it's that pit wall on the entry. Hitting that has seemingly cost us podium. We're just not competitive in this final part of the race, unfortunately, which is a real shame.
The car in front of
Not
us is Davy.
Adapted to the
number
car
17.
enough since the damage to be able to drive it fast. Nor have I been able to kind of work out the whole heavy braking zones. A shame really, because I thought I was going to be on for a season best result, but P6 just outside the top 5. Still a good result. Looks like Steve is going to hold off Damien's charge. There we go.
P6, that's the finish. Well done.
P6. Yeah, just one of those races, really. Regarding the AI difficulty, the balance I tried to make with the AI difficulty, I think it was a good change. Definitely seems a lot not as easy just to coast up to the back of these guys and overtake them. It did in the midfield, obviously, the mid pack. But once we broke free, the real kind of struggle. But very enjoyable still, despite the glaringly obvious mistakes. Yeah, just such a difficult pit entry, I think, here in the dark. Demo a little flash. He's on another level in this season. Well done, Steve. Good job, mate. yeah, well, I guess we'll never know whether or not we'd have had the pace there to do anything. John actually put in the fastest lap in the end. Did a 10.3. Probably why he caught me so much towards the end there. I mean, we did a 11.1. What John did is 10.2, not 10.3.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Yeah, we was 11.1. Definitely the slowest out of the top 6. But then looking at their lap times, I mean, we were actually on pace a lot of the time with their lap times, so not always about like the fastest lap you set. Sometimes your average lap time is better. So yeah, good result, good race.
Box in.
I mean,
5.
I pretty much knew it was
4,
anyway, but I think
3,
the season, going for the
2,
title this
1.
season is definitely off the
Box
cards
now.
now. Halfway through, and I think Damo is going to be very difficult to catch in this one. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the results. All right, we'll just have a quick glance over the newspaper clipping here. Finishing 6th. Qualification with a 12.391, so at least went a lot faster than qualifying. And we managed to gain 9 places to end up in 6th position. And our top 5 was Steve Santana, Damien Cross, Chris Rogers, Austin Dabbs, and John Davey. Picked up 38 points, and we are now 9th in the season with 137. But we are 32 points behind with 4 events left to run. So yeah, Damien is out in front with 169, Dan Suzuki 156, John Davey up to 3rd with 152, Steve Santana is 147 after that win. We move up to P9 and we overtake Doug Vickers by 1 point. So we are currently 4 points now behind Mark and 5 points behind Evan. So still a good opportunity here to get some good results. We can finish ahead of some of these guys. We're only 10 points from P4. So top 3 could potentially still be on. However, I don't think we're going to win this one now. Damien is 13 points ahead of Dan in 2nd. So, yeah, all to play for at the top, just not for the championship. So there we go, guys. That was the race. And unfortunately for us, we weren't able to hang on to that podium position. We did all the hard work, but then we hit the pit wall on the entry. And I think we just took some damage because the car just didn't seem to brake and turn in as well as it had done before. But P6 finished behind John there. Still a good haul of points, but as I said, when we're looking at the standings, a million miles off Damien now, and I don't think we'll be able to catch him and take the title. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more racing content from me, make sure to hit subscribe, because plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved with the action on iRacing, head down to the description where you'll find a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.